So I think the first like good one was Operation High Jump. You know, Admiral Byrd goes down to Antarctica with a armed fleet, supposedly looking for Nazi UFOs, and it's a 6-month mission, and in like a few days they have to turn back, and it's crazy stuff. So I did that story, and I think I got 50,000 views.
What happened in Operation High Jump?
All right, Admiral Byrd goes down. This is just after the war. So the Nazis had established or tried to establish a base in Antarctica. That's true. It's New Schwabenland. Now, people say they were trying to build a Nazi base. And
have you ever heard of New Schwabenland?
New Schwabenland.
You never heard of New Schwabenland?
No.
Have you ever heard of Operation High Jump?
I knew I was going to love this podcast. No.
Dude,
what's
it's
Operation
crazy.
High Jump? What does that mean?
Okay, so at one point, some people are like, what's going on with Antarctica? Have you heard of this, where they sent Admiral Byrd up?
What's going on in Antarctica?
Yeah, so the U.S. government's like, something's going on with Antarctica. There's some activity up there. We want to find out what's going on. So they send this cat.
so High Jump goes down there to look for stuff. We don't really know why they left.
Admiral Byrd was talking about these crafts?
Admiral Richard E. Byrd, this famous guy, flew the North Pole. He was, on paper, the commanding officer. But
What?
Yeah, dude, you've never heard of this.
You're making this sound
No.
as if this is like a story that is commonplace.
Well, for my people, it is.
Jamie, help me out here. Have you heard this
Honestly,
story?
brand new.
You've never heard of this? You've
Had
never heard of Operation High Jump, bro?
and then he goes down with the UFOs, and they just land into a cavern in the hollow earth, right? So that's how that happens. And they take Admiral Byrd out, and they're tall aliens.
With swastikas on their crafts.
on the crafts.
Like the ancient symbol.
I don't know which would
Because
be
it would-
reversed, right?
Well, I think there was a bunch of different versions. I think the Nazi one, it was like kind of tilted.
Yes,
But there was a bunch of the Hindu ones and a lot of the Japanese ones.
for thousands of years.
Yeah.
A positive symbol of life and prosperity. We don't know how they were oriented because I debunked all this. I'm telling you the legend.
Right.
That's what they believe, and they made
Who
a
is
deal.
these they folk?
Who?
When you say they believe, who are these they?
The
people?
conspiracy people.
Are they united on
No, there's a whole different. There's a lot of
Many
warring
factions.
clans, bro. There's a lot of warring clans, dude.
But that one
How
is,
deep do you want to go?
What is interesting is how advanced the engineering of the Germans was. You know, it's really interesting.